Yeah, I don't I've been doing this so long, man. I had
Yeah.
Saints and Sinners is coming out, Lust, and you know what it is, man. It's just a blessing to be working during the pandemic, and I'm grateful. And at this point in my career, still, grinding, and it's this is what it is. I don't put a lot on it. I want to publicize and to make sure everybody tunes in and watches.
Yeah.
But I just get a kick out of being on the set with everybody. I mean, that guy Tank. I don't know if people know, man. He is one of the fun. He is as funny as Jamie Foxx and Richard Pryor. He's a funny guy, so I
Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah.
being around the young folks and hanging out and having a good time, man. And Derek, my partner Derek, is one of the producers with TD Jake. So me and him go back to the play circuit days. So that's the fun part for me,
Yeah.
and doing this and making sure people come out and support it.
Dope. I love it. I love it. Let's go ahead and get started.
Yes, sir.
So we'll start off with Saints and Sinners, and then we'll go into Lust and Envy. So that's
Okay.
how we'll do it, because
Okay.
gotta knock out both. All right. So here we go. All right. So we got a special guest today on the show. This man, you've seen him in a ton of things: Rush Hour, Next Friday, Ray, Saints and Sinners, and now a new movie that's going to air on Lifetime, which we're going to get to in a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Clifton Powell. What's going on, sir?
How's it going? Is it afternoon? Because I'm in a different time zone. I'm
afternoon.
I'm on the East Coast though, right?
Yeah. You're on East Coast.
Okay. So where I am, it's 12 o'clock, and where you all are is 1 o'clock. Am I right?
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Far off. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's
So
all
you're right
good.
in the middle. You're right in
Yeah,
the
I'm
middle.
right in the middle.
Right in the middle. So let's talk about Saints and Sinners. So I was talking to Trey Chaney yesterday, who plays Kendrick, on the show, and I was telling him that I actually got to watch episode 1 of season 5, and Rex ain't nothing to play with, man. I tell you, you're gonna leave Kendrick alone. You keep getting Kendrick. I feel like you keep pulling him back in trouble. But what can you tell us about season 5 of Saints and Sinners that debuts Sunday on Bounce TV?
Well, the first thing I want to say to everybody is to all the fans, to Bounce, to my cast, to all of you all in the media business, and not just African American media, but I want to thank you all first of all.
Yeah.
To the people who have not discovered this show, if you like good drama, come watch season 5, and I guarantee you're going to go back to season 1 and come all the way through, and then watch Judgment Day, the movie.
Yeah,
it's just good writing, and it's intriguing. And season 5, I think, if you watch Judgment Day, the movie, and it segues into season 5, man, it is some twists and turns. And just so you all know, I get the script, say, on Monday. We have a table read on Tuesday. I'm sitting there, man. The only thing I can't have wine and popcorn, but I'm sitting there going, wow, this is great. I can't wait for people to see this. So it's been a fun ride. I think season 5, it gets darker, and because the mother Leona is diabolical.
Yes.
And I gotta match her. And so, for me, it's fun playing Rex Fisher and it's so funny. I'm doing a thing, and I'm gonna talk about that later. But I'm playing a guy now in a show that's been locked up for 28 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm having a hard time with it because I've never been in trouble, never been arrested. And I grew up in the church. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand how to get my mind around it. So when I play Rex Fisher, for the friends of mine that know me, they know, man, I'm the first one. I'm gonna call the police on you. If you start stuff, I'm finna. And I hope I get the good police, but I'm calling it. And I travel with security, and I don't want any trouble. I could never imagine being like Rex Fisher.
Wow.
He just don't take no old lot of SHI, and he's just a character that was patterned after Cuddy from Dead Presidents. So if anybody out there that saw season 1, but what you got to do, and I'm gonna stop right here because there's a lot of information. You got to go back and watch The Under Shepherd.
Okay.
Russ Parr's The Under Shepherd. I played a pastor that couldn't preach. When the Under Shepherd did so well, they sold it to BET, and it turned into Saints and Sinners.
Wow.
Beyonce's stepdad came in, Richard Lawson, and played the pastor, and they flipped me into Cuddy, Rex Fisher type character.
Wow.
And he and I grew up together, and that's what happened. So, I'm constantly trying to get out of the game, but I'm pulling my son back in. The game is hard to get out of the game. So it's season 5 is so full of twists and turns, and you're gonna see some dark stuff from Rex Fisher and from Ella and from the mom.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you and Vanessa Bell Calloway are going head to head right now. I'm not gonna give too much of it away, but you're right.
You went out.
You
went out for a second. Your sound went out for a second. Say that again.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I know you're supposed to honor your mother and your father, right? But I was like, man, the grandmother is so Judge. You got to go back and watch Judgment Day, like you said, because I was saying yesterday that is a very good. If you haven't watched anything before, and if you watch Judgment Day, it is a great lead up to season 5.
Yeah.
And I was just impressed how everything was. And I was telling Kendrick yesterday, man, I said, listen, man, you can't be messing with Rex, man. You got to do right. You got a baby on the way.
Well, you know, the thing is that, you know, Leona is, and you know, her as an actress is just so wonderful and so much fun to be around. But it's the writing, man. The writing, when the writing knows how to work all those characters and the subtle twists and turns and the relationships. That's what I think keeps this show. Of course, the cast is top notch, and then we all come to work. You know, I take my hat off to the boss lady. I call her the boss lady, Vanessa Bell Calloway. Yeah. She comes to work, baby, and you got to stay on point. And so, you know, everybody's on point, but the writing, it starts with the writing and the ideas and the twists and turns, man. Because every year the writing gets better and better, and the directing, you know, so it's all great.
Yeah, I can't wait because the I forgot what I was about to say, but it has to do with Vanessa Bell Calloway. But again, it airs this Sunday, April 11th on Bounce TV. You guys got to check that out. It's a phenomenal show. Like you said, if you want drama, you're gonna get it. I felt like I need to take a bath yesterday or the other night. I was like, man, this is good. Yeah.
Hey, you know, when you get good writing, you know, it's easy, you know. So when we come to work, man, I'm not saying, you know, I for me, Saints and Sinners has been a wonderful, easy, fun job at this point in my career. You know, I might, out of 8 weeks, I might work 18 days, but the writing is so effortless. And when you get, you know, you pick up a script and there's a lot of extra words and it bogs you down. You're just like, oh, I gotta go study. I don't know, lock this in. I don't have to. I'm being real because I've been doing it a long time. Yeah. And, you know, I'm getting tired now. It's time to take a break. But every time they call me and they say, we're doing season 5 and doing season 6, and I read the scripts, I'm like, oh, my goodness, I can't wait. So I really take my hat off to the writers, you know, to our directors, Courtney, Russ Parr, you know, who's my guy. You know, season 6, I want him to be around, you know, to do, because Russ has a way, especially with me, finding the subtle nuances of my character and pulling those things out. But it's been a fun ride, man. And if you really want to get to it, after season 5, go back and watch season 1 and follow this show, because this is one of those shows, if you really want to binge watch, this is the one to do it with, because it's a twist and turn, and the sinners are the saints, and the saints is the sinners, and then the people they send to save the sinners, they crooked, and then the sinners turn good, and then the saints, they didn't one setting you up, and you don't know who to trust.
Man.
Hey, a quick shout out to Swirl Films too. I want to shout them out.
Please let me stop. Please let me give a shout out to my guys at Swirl Films. Everybody, of course, Keith Neal is my right hand guy, but Eric Thomas-Sunas, all the crew over there, you know, Gutter, the fellas, you know, man, they're like my family, man. And if it wasn't for them bringing me on board, because I was on board when they pitched Saints and Sinners, man, I'm just so grateful. And my friend Eric Thomas-Sunas, you know, I was going through a really rough period, and I met Eric when they were still in Wilmington, and he said, Cliff Powell, man, they brought me in to be in a play and direct, you know, before, you know, he hit the big time. And he said, listen, Cliff, I'm a fan of your work, and when I work, you're gonna work, man. And I went through some tough times before I came down to Atlanta, coming out of my divorce, and Eric has always been there for me, the whole Swirl family, the Bounce family, the cast, and my right-hand man, Mr. Keith Neal. So I'm just grateful, man. And I get a chance, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say, to play a character that I probably, back in my day, maybe now it's a little edgier, it would have to be on HBO, but I wouldn't have been able to play this guy on network TV. Because when you see some of that raw language that I bring, You know, they let me do that, and because I want to feel this guy out and make him believable. So it's been a great ride.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out. When I said Swirl Fans, I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina. So I gotta shout out my guys.
You got to.
Our show airs in Wilmington as well.
Yeah. So
wow, y'all from Wilmington?
Yeah. Yes,
okay,
sir.
cool beans.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's why I had to shout them out. I'm so proud of them. So I'm glad that you did that as well.
And you know, the really wonderful thing is to see how they, man, the first day they say, yeah, you got to come out to Hiram. I'm like, where's Hiram? You know, I'm driving. And, you know, I don't know everything about all the inner workings. And I drive and I see this big ass studio and I'm like, this y'all right here, Eric. You know how black people, I'm like, Eric, this y'all.
Yeah.
Because I remember we had no lights. We're just getting the lights and the trailers and shooting in the rooms. And I mean, you know, you got to take your hat off to a cat, you know, along with his team that has a vision, you know, and some of the new guys and ladies and gentlemen that have come on board, you know, and Eric's got some of his Jimmy and some of his other guys around him from back in the day. And you've seen him from the beginning, man. That's what vision is all about, you know? So I'm just happy I've been on board all these years, man. They've held me down. I'm going to tell you, bro, I could get emotional. Eric Thomas-Sunas and his crew and Keith Neal and those guys, Jimmy, we've been like brothers. They held me down, bro. So it's great to see them putting Wilmington on the map too, Jack.
Hey now.
Man. Yeah.
That's right.
So from one great project to the next, you said great writing is key. And I do think that's a very important part to have a successful series or successful project in general.
Yeah.
Great acting is key too. And we know you a good actor. So you're also in the new project that TD Jakes is producing, Lust and Envy, and it's the 7 Deadly Sins on Lifetime. So tell us a little bit about that and what it's like working with that cast and how you got involved.
Well, first of all, I want to, you know, give kudos to, you know, TD Jakes, who has hired me before when we did Women That Are Loosed, my partner over there. And it's a great camp to work in. My partner Derek is over there as a producer. Sean Robinson's on board, and I'm glad that you guys brought me on board. It's juicy, y'all. Get ready. It's juicy. And if that damn Tank.
Who knew he could act so well?
If that Negro don't put his shirt on, because they got me walking 3 days a week and doing my push-ups. But I'm saying, man, that Envy and Lust, man, they both are juicy.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is not churchy. You know what I mean? Like they do it for real. Gotcha. And the intrigue. And so when I read the script, man, I was like, you know, I'm playing I'm playing the pastor, and I play Carrie Hilson's grandfather, which is, you'll see me age up some, you know, basically with my hair and touches on it. But, you know, I'm a chameleon, so I'm not going to look 80 when I'm 60. But it gave me a chance to show my range, and such a wonderful, warm character. But the whole thing, man, you got to get ready because, you know, part of being in life is temptation. And when you watch this Lust, the temptation is just brooding like every scene.
Wow.
This guy comes out of back into his partner's life, and that's his partner's girl, and it just get real steamy, man. That's all I can say. Get ready, you know, for Lust and Envy. And of course, envy is one of the greatest of the sins of to be jealous of the people that you're supposed to love. And and I love that TD Jakes and Derek are delving into in this era into some real issues that people are dealing with, not just in life, but in the church.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's good. That's good. Well, we are definitely excited to see it, and we can't wait to see that it comes on Lifetime on April 11th, I believe, or right on Saturday. This Saturday coming up. So that's the Lust that comes out, and then you're in the next one
on the 17th.
Yeah, on the 17th, and Envy, and also coming on Lifetime at 8 p.m. So we're ready to see it.
Yeah, let me shout out Soraya.
I can't believe you said that. I was just getting ready to shout out Soraya.
Yeah,
you did a wonderful job in Envy. You know, wonderful job, and a great transition from us seeing her on Empire. You know, and she's just developing a wonderful acting career, and I'm really take my hat off to her. Her and my son are good friends, so I always want to make sure, you know, and she's so cool to work with. Very, very nice to work with. You know,
and we can't forget who's in Lust too, Carrie Hilson.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Well, of course, you know, if Tank just put his damn shirt on, he won't, you know, Because all the girls is like, Tank is a singer, and the girls love singers. And then he looked like he'd been working out like every day. But Carrie Hilson is there, and it's just a wonderful cast. She does an amazing job, and everybody does a great job. And I'm in and out in these two movies. I'm in and out, but it's just nice to see so many folks working and so many wonderful, fun projects. That's what I love, because it was not like this back in my day. So I'm excited to be a part of the new wave.
That's great.
I love it. I love it.
Well, I have one other question. Now, do people compare you all the time? Because I feel like you give me Charlie Murphy and Eddie Murphy. Like, you could be a brother amongst them. Like, do people ever get you guys confused? Like, not Charlie Murphy, but Eddie Murphy. I feel like y'all might not be brothers.
The crazy thing is that it's not so much Eddie, the Charlie. Charlie, Eddie, Charlie, and I all probably came from the same tribe in Senegal. My family traced our roots back to Senegal, Akon, Senegal, Senegalese. So we have similar features. And, I look at young Eddie Murphy and myself, but everybody thinks I'm Charlie Murphy. A guy called me Charlie Murphy the other day, and I said, dude, honestly, Charlie Murphy has passed, and I don't want to. I don't want to say I'm Charlie Murphy, because then that's not good, man. So I'm Clifton Powell, but they often always get me mixed up with Charlie. It's so funny. And then I did Black Jesus with Charlie when he was alive, and what a wonderfully warm guy he was. Of course, I work with Eddie on Norbit, and Eddie is very nice and Eddie's quieter though. He's very quiet. But everybody thinks I'm Charlie Murphy. I said, Charlie, they think I'm you. He said, yeah, everybody think I'm you. I'm like, man, I don't know who I am anymore. But yeah, you know what it is, man. We've just been blessed to all do good work. Charlie has, had his own lane. He was doing great work before he passed. And of course, Eddie is the king. And, I still want to see Eddie go back and do some stand-up myself.
Man.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. I can't wait. Well, I already seen episode 1 of season 5 of Saints and Sinners, but I can't wait to watch Lust and Envy. It comes on Saturday night at 8 p.m., right?
Yep, 8 p.m. on
Lifetime.
Yep.
And of course,
I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be juicy. So if you sitting down with your mate and you having some kind of issues, y'all need to try to work it out. I'm just trying to tell you. So that thing Envy, man, that thing Lust and Envy together, whoo. Because they're dealing with some real issues especially during the pandemic. I think it's ironic that season 5, Lust and Envy are all coming out at a crucial time, as the pandemic has been going on for a year and is winding down, but it's affecting so many people's relationships. These are relationship type shows, and you might find some healing out of it. I'm just telling you. You might find some healing.
Yeah, you may realize you're not that bad off. But, like, I thought we were bad. It wasn't that bad.
I knew it was trouble that first day at the table reading that damn Tank took his shirt off. I was like, the mustard, it's going to be fun. Thank you.
Saturday on Lifetime, Lust and Envy, Clifton Powell with a cast of other great, including Tank and his shirtless self.
Now I want to see it just for Tank to have a shirt off,
and of course, you can catch Saints and Sinners on Bounce TV this Sunday at 9 p.m. And I love that. I just, like I said, you need to wash yourself off afterwards. So, Appreciate you, Clifton Powell, man.
God.
We appreciate you so much.
Thank you all. God bless everybody out there. Have a great weekend, and thank you all for supporting everything I've done. Make sure you tune in this weekend and make all these shows a hit, and y'all tune in, spread the word about Saints and Sinners so we can come back for seson 6.
Amen. That's right.
Yes,
I'm trying to get my stuff out of storage. Okay, stop. Shut up. It's Eddie Murphy. All right, I gotta go. Y'all be good.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.